Washington's National Mall is the home of some of its most famous museums. Here, visitors can see works of the masters at the National Gallery of Art, explore the wonders of flight at the Air and Space Museum, or learn about America's native heritage and culture at the American Indian Museum. But visitors won't find these artifacts at the Smithsonian or even on the mall. These exhibits, including photos, artifacts, and displays, are at the America's Islamic Heritage Museum in Southeast Washington. The museum exists largely because of the passion of its founder, Amir Muhammad. A native of Connecticut, Muhammad's first experience with Islam was in 1973, under the former Nation of Islam leader Elijah P. Muhammad. He also studied the teachings of Malcolm X. But some genealogical research transformed his faith when he found Muslim names in his family tree. Muhammad says his research became more focused when he moved from Richmond, Virginia, to Washington, D.C.
I felt that if I was living in the D.C. area with the archives here, and if I ever moved, I would feel bad that I didn't take advantage of it.
Through his research, Muhammad came across several Muslim names, especially amongst the Gullah people in the lowlands of South Carolina and Georgia. He found tombstones with Muslim names, as well as the one-finger bas-relief meant to signify the oneness of God. He also came across the ruins of Gullah settlements and people who carried on the traditions, like weaving intricate baskets from seagrass. He found Muslim Africans who fought in the U.S. Civil War. Amir says American Muslims need to know their history to feel part of the country.
Another thing that we talk about, the forgotten roots, because it's something that's forgotten. People don't understand, but it's the roots and the core of America.
Amir Muhammad's search continued through census records, where he found Muslim names in several documents. His search also led him to sports heroes like Muhammad Ali and Muslims in the U.S. military, some who were killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. His research was first displayed in 1996 as a traveling exhibit by a nonprofit organization called Collections and Stories of American Muslims. Muhammad and his wife Habiba, a Ph.D. and registrar at the Anacostia Museum, took the exhibit to several countries. In Qatar, it was featured in the State Department's Cultural Exchange Program. The exhibit also traveled to Nigeria and made stops in Abuja and Kano, where Muhammad personally led tours through the exhibit for visiting dignitaries. This year, the CSAM found a home at the former Clara Muhammad School in the Anacostia neighborhood of Washington, D.C. The development and cost of the current space was around $40,000, and it will cost almost 4 times that to operate the first year. But Amir says one day his hope is to move to a prominent place with the other museums along the National Mall. I'm David Byrd, VOA News.